As the Bitcoin Moon Boys prepare for a potential 60% pump to the upside out of this mega big triangle, will we see one more fake out dumpy downside move to pucker up the bears for an ultimate blasting? And is this insane fractal of these two mega indicators converging going to give way to a move bigger than your sister's desire to get blackout drunk and have a disappointing night with a below average male suitor every weekend? But most importantly, is Cardano's current breakout going to set in motion a continuation for the entire altcoin market to run away and never look back like your father after finding out that you were a huge disappointment and actually think you're going to get rich trading doggy coins and following pump and dump doggy coin influencers? Good golly, now this is about to get pretty messy. I'm your host, Gilbert Goo, and more evidence continues to show up in these charts that Bitcoin and the baby altcoins are on the verge of a second leg of this long-awaited bull run after a multi-month bear market. But the big question is, will the gains be enough to leave stains in your trousers? Or will your mother be disappointed as usual to find out that her little baby Bitcoin trader is still not having any sex? Absolute time sensitive alert as well. If you guys are interested in any deals, bonuses, getting altcoins, trading, securing your crypto, make sure to take advantage of all the links below, as well as staking your ADA to earn rewards with our pool. Absolutely very big. And as well, I have one Twitter and one Instagram, and they're in the description below, and every other account is not me. So they're all fake scammers trying to get you to send them your crypto and then lose it all. Without any further ado, let's dump in. Absolutely ginormous as we continue to track and potentially see Bitcoin for the very first time in about 4 months turn positive on this weekly MACD with a very, absolutely very bigly cross right here, coming very shortly here, but you see we are just moments away from potentially seeing this very quickly flip into some greenage territory on the MACD as we continue to see this hidden bullish divergence play out on this weekly chart and potentially see Bitcoin head to infinity and beyond. There's a lot to be jumping into, and not only that, but with the SPX actually back above the 200-day and actually testing it right now, is one more rejection in store before we continue to potentially see more upside, or is this the beginning of a long dumpy downtrend with the previous high of about a little under 4,600 being the target here? So still a little bit of a ways to go before we break this previous high, lower high. But as well, if we take a look first before we continue with the price action, Bitcoin technical indicators give bullish signal that previously preceded a 40% spike, and it is following an ascending support line here. So for the past year, roughly, going back to May 2021, the $40,000 level has been critical in determining Bitcoin price. And the area acted as resistance twice, and it turned into support afterwards. And you can see that here, resistance in these red little icons here, and these green little baby triangles are where it flipped as support. But most recently, we saw it actually fail there. And so this is very big for Bitcoin. But since that breakdown that occurred, that we just pointed to right about here, ever since that breakdown, it has not acted as resistance or support, and it's just moved above and below it. And that's exactly why we see this very tight, teensy-weensy little coiling triangle right here, okay? On my chart, this is what it looks like, and on this chart, it looks just like this very big coiling. A potential ascending triangle, a potential just some sort of just symmetrical triangle here. One thing is for sure, things get very, very teensy-weensy in terms of price action before the biggest busts, and that is a fact. The fact that the price is trading above this region can be seen as a bullish sign. So that's very important. At this very second, we are trading above that. And again, very, very big, potentially extremely large. Bitcoin has been following an ascending support line since January 24th, and it has been validated 4 times, and technical indicators are still bullish. And what we also see is the MACD, which is created by short and long-term moving averages, is increasing, which we just pointed out just a few minutes ago, and the RSI as well is also increasing above 50. Both of these readings are considered signs of bullish trend, and the last time both of these signals occurred together, back in October 2021, Bitcoin had an absolutely massive move, almost 50%. And if we go back to October, this is exactly what they're talking about here, running from about 43,000 up to 69,000. Nice, very nice. So that is indeed big, big, extremely big, and potentially extremely big times too. But also, Cardano price squeezes with breakout offering a whopping 65% upside potential to about $1, nearly $1.70 if this breakout continues here. So Cardano seeing bears and bulls getting squinched and squeezed together toward each other since the latter were able to break above the 55 SMA, simple moving average, yesterday at about 95 cents, and we saw it actually move above $1 here. So that's very big, and that can open the door for a very big swing to that targeted level of about $1.67 or potentially $1.69. Very nice. And as well, Bitcoin holds support above 40,000 and initial resistance at 46K. Just like the mid 30,000s is very big in terms of support, and Bitcoin has not been able to break below that since the summer of last year, meaning we've held support, which is good. Same thing on the inverse. About $10,000 above that in the mid 40,000s has been extremely big resistance. And yeah, none of this is really that big until we actually get that breakout above the mid 40s. However, it looks as though by many accounts that is indubitably and undoubtedly and definitively, potentially, maybe going to happen. So that's very big as well. So yeah, I mean, again, if we take a look first also on this 1 hour chart for Bitcoin, this price has just been squeezing and consolidating. And actually, before we continue with Bitcoin, I wanted to point out actually, with ADA actually having this move, if we go to the daily chart, getting this break above this 50 DMA for the first time in a while, this is very big. After getting many, many rejections above it, this is very key to see if this is actually going to be a true breakout. Okay, we kind of have this descending level here. We kind of have this little itsy bitsy channel here. And yeah, ADA breaking out of this, yeah, absolutely. We could see a return to kind of test that second most recent previous lower high right about here around $1.69. Nice. Where it topped out. Actually, a little bit below $1.69, but where it topped out kind of the beginning of the year, towards the end of January of 2022. But this is a very good sign. Cardano is one of those coins that has preceded big moves in the entire altcoin space. So I think that's just very important. If we take a look at the entire altcoin market cap here, so everything excluding Bitcoin, it's very clear that there is as well a consolidation structure happening in the entire altcoin market, just like we see kind of across Bitcoin and a lot of these other coins. Well, really, if we take it all the way back to here and kind of just take it to here, yes, consolidation, we see a very clear pattern starting to shape up. And this comes after months of just straight dumpage. You can see it here, really, for the most part, beginning months ago in November of 2021. It's been straight dumpy for not only the altcoin market, but pretty much the entire crypto market. Again, for Bitcoin, same thing here. We saw it top out in November. It's been straight dumpy since. However, again, it looks as though more and more signs are finally showing that we are about to have, even if it is short-lived, even if it does not turn into a 6-digit Bitcoin, I think at minimum, breaking those previous highs of about 69,000, nice, for Bitcoin, is very, very likely, at the very least, and some sort of relief rally. Actually, I guess you could say the very least would be getting back into the mid-50s, 50,000s for Bitcoin. I think that's very, very likely. Obviously, I'm more bullish, and I do think eventually with this next relief rally, I think we're going to get, even if it doesn't turn into something longer term, I personally think we will go above the 50s, but I just think like minimum a relief rally would have to bring us to at least the 50s, right? I mean, if you even just plotted this on this chart, it would only look like this. So that's not even, I mean, looking on this on a macro level, that's not even that big of a pump if we went all the way up here and then went back down, or what I think is more likely if we continued to rally a little bit, obviously maybe a pullback first to retest like the mid 40s after breaking the 50s. Either way, I think it is very likely, no matter what the 3+ month trend of Bitcoin and the altcoin market is, I think no matter what that is, I think we are going to be seeing some more relief after what has been essentially 130 plus days of pure dumpiness, of basically only dumpiness. This is absolute time sensitive. It's full of you guys are saying bonuses, deals, securing your crypto, trading, altcoins, if staking with our ADA pool to earn rewards. Make sure to check out everything below. And as well, I have one Twitter and one Instagram, and the rest are all fake accounts. So don't respond to them. And I'm not going to message you asking how your trading is going. Okay? I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to send any messages. I actually barely even use Twitter anymore, and I like to reply the least amount as possible because I've been doing this for like 4 years, and it's not fun. Without any further ado, that's it for me.